I don't know what looks better. Does that... That's fucking blinding. There we go. I look fine now. I don't know what to fucking do with my hair. I'm just sort of like alive. I could like tuck it in the headset, but I'm like, that looks bad. I was gonna tie it up, but that also looks bad. Hi, I'm alive. I've not been hit by a car. I've not been stabbed. And I'm still alive. I know it's been so long since I made a video, and every time I do one of these videos, I have no idea how to actually talk to the microphone or the camera, in other words, the audience. I don't know how to talk to the audience. Every time I do one of these, it's been so long since I've actually done it, I always forget. And it's weird, like right now, okay, as you could tell, the budget is a bit, it's slightly improved. Instead of the whole thing being done on literally this phone, all my videos up to this point were done on this phone. Instead of that, it's on this phone. No, I'm kidding. No, it's on this PC setup. I have keyboard, mouse, 2 monitors, and a microphone, and oh yeah, a light, and a pot noodle. What am I doing this video? So almost exactly 2 years ago, I made a video called 400 subscribers special Q&A. And that came out, that was recorded on the 23rd of December 2020 and came out on the 31st of December 2020. And it is now currently, it's currently the 20th of December 2022. And I don't really know when this is going to get uploaded. It will get uploaded whenever. I don't even know how to be myself in front of a fucking camera. I don't think I'm entertaining. I don't. A knife. Oh yeah, that's for later in the video. I keep looking at myself. But yeah. So what I'm gonna do for this video, I know because it's been so long. I got questions here. I wrote it down, and it's from the original video, and I'm just gonna answer the same questions. And I'll have a link in the description to the original video from 2 years ago, and I think it'll be quite interesting to compare the 2 answers from 2 years ago to now, and I think that's kind of cool. I want to do that, so that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, before I go into this, David, SFMPlayz, is editing this video, so a link in the description for his channel. In the description, I worded that wrong. First question, any big announcements to your channel? Yes and no. Yes, no, there is. So I guess like the big one is that I've been working on a film since September last year, so it's been a while. And yeah, that, no idea when that will come out. I still need to film a few scenes for that. I need to edit most of it, do the soundtrack for most of it, and stuff like that. You know, with that film, it's sort of like, it's connected to the whole, you know, with the Onganet videos I've been doing. Like, most of my uploads this year has been the Onganet stuff. It's connected to that. All that stuff is leading on to this this film that I've been making. When I say I've been making it over the past year, I haven't been, you know, working towards it every single day. The Onganet stuff and other videos and other life shit has gotten in the way, but I've been slowly progressing for it. But yeah, no, the film will come out eventually, hopefully sometime next year, but there's things I need to do before I do that. Maybe I should have made a script, because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. The film has gone through a lot of setbacks throughout the year. I'll talk way more in detail about the setbacks when I do the behind the scenes video of that, which I think will be quite interesting. I think the behind the scenes for this film will be way more interesting and entertaining than the film itself, in my opinion. But yeah, other than the big film, any other announcements for the channel? So there's other channels. So there's if you go to the channels tab in this channel, you'll see 2 channels, one of them called Obscura Productions and one of them called Obscura Media. Obscura Productions is a channel mostly going to be short films and stuff like that, like this, you know, Onganet stuff or the Memento Mori serial killer stuff. That's all going to be there, or like, you know, very long, heavily edited like video essays will be on that channel. That's all like, I guess, professional-ish, and that's made with SFMPlayz, David as well. Me and him are working on this, I guess, group, and I basically I mean, we both I guess co-own the group, but I'm mostly in charge of doing the Obscura Productions channel, while he's mostly in charge of the Obscura Visuals channel. Recently I haven't had time because I've been doing other stuff, like editing a 7-hour fucking live stream. But yeah, I will need to re-upload stuff onto that channel and actually work on that channel, because right now it has nothing, but I will, you know, add stuff to it eventually. Any other announcements? You can expect future content on this channel. No biggie. It'll probably be content like me playing a game, and it's not heavily edited, because I do want to upload stuff like that of me just playing games and stuff, and more talky videos like this with me just talking to the camera. I got like two more ideas of me talking to the camera. I don't know if it's a good idea, bad idea. I don't know if people like that stuff or people don't like that stuff. I don't know, but I want to test it out, especially how now I've done my face reveal, I can do that. I'm very uncomfortable right now because of this, so that's it. I'm a bit of an act right now. I'm not fully myself, but over time, the more I do this, the more comfortable I will be, and the more chill and relaxed I'll be, and I'll be able to make it a bit more entertaining because I won't be freaking out. But yeah, expect videos when they come. If you want, you know, if you want to see more videos of me, there's no schedule, there's no weekly upload schedule I put myself, but putting the bell icon thingy to the, you know, the bell icon, so that you get notified when I upload, that's a thing. And also there's a Twitch channel I've made, which if you go to the about section of my channel, I think you'll see it there, where I'll live stream games on there. As of now, I'm gonna live stream a bunch of like games I have no intention of editing and putting on the channel, just so the more I do it, the more I can spot out things I don't like and tweak it until I like it, and then I'll stream stuff that I want to cut down and edit and upload on this channel. And that's it. And also there's a Discord server with the Obscura Media stuff with me and David, or SFMPlayz, as the co-leaders, co-owners. It's co-leaders, it's not a Clash of Clans clan, it's a media group. But yeah, that will also be a link in the description. But yeah, that's all big announcements. Lucky Heroes Part 2 probably won't happen for a while, but... So, second question out of like 70 or 69, but I'm not going to answer all of them. I am going to answer all of them, but I'll let David decide which questions he wants to keep in and keep out. But yeah, second question. Why did you start a YouTube channel? So I guess it's sort of the same answer from 2 years ago, which is I just wanted to just upload shit. I was inspired to make a YouTube channel by the Rad Brad, who I haven't watched in years. He just does like videos of him playing a game. It's barely edited. In fact, he probably just edits out like loading screens and shit. Probably not even that. And I loved watching that shit at a young age, and I wanted to recreate that as, you know, for myself. And I wanted to create those types of videos. Not right now. I mean, kind of. I mean, with a bit more editing, or cuts, should I say. I also want to experiment with different types. I want to make another music video with this sort of setup and equipment. You know, short films, video essays, talky videos like this. I just want to... It's more than just play game, unedited, upload, basic thumbnail, which is all the Rad Brad is. But that's literally his whole... that's the whole point of his channel, is to see a whole game unedited, so that's sort of the point. But and that's not the point of this channel, but yeah, that's why I wanted to start it, and because I just wanted to make stuff and put it online, and yeah. I fucking hate my head. I like it, I love it, and I hate it at the same time. The reason why I don't like it now, I don't even fucking need these. I just realized I'm just wearing that for no fucking reason. Because you can still hear me, I'm using this microphone, not the headset. Why was I wearing the fucking headset? I don't fucking know. My voice is fucked. Next question. How do you make videos? I make videos, well, I haven't really done it with this new setup of what I'm doing. Pretty much what the average person would, how the average person would make it using like OBS stuff, Adobe Premiere Pro, and you know, eventually other Adobe stuff maybe, and yeah, it's just Adobe, you know, OBS. As for thumbnails, again, maybe like Photoshop, which is also Adobe. I don't know. I can't really answer that question because I don't really know, because I haven't really. This is my first video with this equipment, so I don't really fucking know. This is new to me, but I will learn. But yeah, basically the same as everyone else now on this platform. Next question: any tips for beginner content creators? No, not really. I'm the wrong person to ask. But I have been making somewhat consistently making YouTube videos for almost 7 years now, and I would say make whatever the fuck you want. If you want to grow, you're gonna have to stick to one type of content, whether that's like a theme, like if you want to make like videos about a specific game and you want to grow, you're probably going to have to make videos about that specific game series or film series or TV show series, or you know, games, films, TVs are like it. And depending on what your type of content is, if you want to do video essays or just playing video games, you're going to have to keep it strictly that and keep the same formula, and switching up the formula is risky. Again, I don't really know, because again, I don't really like sticking to one sort of content. I don't like that because I would get bored easily. That's why I'm all over the fucking place for this channel, because I have so many fucking things I just want to do. I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. Yeah.
Hi, so this is SFM just cutting in here. I just wanted to elaborate a little bit on what Daniel was saying. I know this is his Q&A, and you know, I haven't asked him if I could do this yet, but I just wanted to elaborate a little bit on that. So the thing is with YouTube at the moment is, now I know it's sort of, you know, frowned upon to say, oh, you know, you can't make whatever you want to make, you know, you can't make a variety of content. And if you want to make a variety of content, fucking go ahead, no one's gonna stop you. But you know, and it may work in your favor, but the thing is with YouTube now as a platform, and I've noticed this a lot with my personal channels, is that you tend to get stuck to one type of content. When you start doing something more consistently, you get stuck, and that's what your viewers come there for. So I mean, in my personal experience on my channel, it's predominantly Doctor Who stuff. So anytime I try and do something any different, it doesn't hit, just doesn't hit as well as it normally would. But in terms of you know, but whenever I make a Doctor Who video, it bangs. So you know, if you wanna make content, you know, if you want to make variety content, go ahead, but there's always the risk that it won't hit, so bear that in mind. But yeah, I just wanted to fucking drop in and say this real quick.
But yeah, tip: do whatever the fuck you want, make whatever the fuck you want, whatever's fun for you to make. But if you want to grow, then you're gonna have to stick to a certain formula. If you want to grow, you look it up somewhere else, not here. If you could collab with anyone, who would it be? So 2 years ago in that video I said Polysaurus Rex, or you know, if I wanted to grow or get more attention, PewDiePie. But honestly, thinking about it now, I don't really think I'd want to collab with anyone like big. I feel like I just fuck it up. I'll fuck it up somehow, and I'd be like, oh shit, I don't know how to be entertaining, I'm so sorry. I don't know, maybe like I'm struggling to look into the camera. Like, I won't be able to fucking collab with anyone with more than like 100,000 subscribers. I wouldn't be able to, without thinking too deep into it. A channel I'd like to collab with. Yeah, I don't really have. I don't know. I don't really have a channel I want to collab with. I guess I could just say the same answer I said 2 years ago and say Polysaurus Rex, but I don't really want to collab with him. I want to watch his videos, I want to watch his content. but I don't want to collab with him, and that goes to, you know, that's the same for everyone else. I want to stick to myself. I guess realistically, like, I do that with SFMPlayz, but in fact, Lad Larry is probably a channel I'd love to collab with, but I don't think I'm worthy enough. Lad Larry is a very good YouTube channel, and you can find him in my channels tab. I don't think I'll ever be worthy enough to collab with him, but maybe one day, who knows, I might be able to have some sort of input in one of his videos. I love Lad Larry, he's great. What was your favorite video to make and why? Probably the Owen Gannett show. That was pretty fun. So I pretty much had like a month to make that. A month of planning, and then the day of filming, the execution. To be fair, those 2 days of filming, one of them was the interview in that video, and the other was the actual show itself, which was a lot of pressure because I had to direct and play the main character while also being fucking nervous as shit, like acting in front of all these people who I barely fucking know. And all these people, they knew me as the fucking, like, social outcast of the fucking class. So them out of nowhere seeing me in that sort of character, in that performance, made me feel weird that they're not used to that. And yeah, the people sitting in the chairs had no idea what to expect. They were like, just placed there, and they were just told minimal stuff because I was too busy focusing on other stuff. But I mean, telling them, you know, to react like just minimal stuff probably improved their reaction because it was probably a bit more genuine. But yeah, that was my favorite video to make. This film I'm making, it's probably not as fun, but it's probably objectively a better video, but especially with better equipment, more, you know, planning and story to it. But the Young Gannett show is my favorite I love the pressure of it, like the pressure and the intensity of filming that, like trying to get it done within a certain time limit. Otherwise, people are going to get pissed off because it's break time, and now everyone wants to have their break, and they're going to be shitty in a shitty mood, which will then drag it down a bit more. So having to get it done within a certain time, it was intense, but it was fun, and I was so happy with the end result. Having it all turn out how I wanted it to be, not exactly, but good enough to make me satisfied with the final conclusion. It felt great. It felt good, and then it got played in front of the whole class, and everyone loved it. So. Boosts my ego. Let's go. Do you hope to get famous one day? No. I don't. Not really. I hope to be, like, if I am gonna be famous, I hope I reach the level where, you know, I don't get any, you know, stalkers or people trying to hack into my accounts. Like, I think I said that 2 years ago as well. But I want to get to the point where I get really cool fan art sent to me of my shit. I think that would be sick as fuck. I'd love to get that. That's the level I want to get. Famous enough to get really cool fan art sent to me, and no more than that. I don't care about any other benefits of being famous or whatever. I don't care. I just want cool fan art. That's cool. Other than that, I don't care. Who are your top 5 favorite YouTubers? So I remember 2 years ago, I only gave 4. I didn't even give 5. I gave 4. It was Polosaurus Rex, The Act Man, Pyrocynical, and German. And this time, 2 years later, Polosaurus Rex and all his like 4 fucking channels at this point, Pyrocynical, German. I still watch those 3. I don't watch The Act Man as much anymore, or at all. I haven't seen one of his videos in so fucking long. I don't watch him anymore. Still say he, you know, produces good content. I think. I don't know. I don't watch it, but a guy I do watch quite often is a guy called Doug. I think I like his videos. His videos are cool, but I don't really watch that much YouTube. But other than those 4 dudes, if I come across a video I like, I'll just watch that. Let me look at my subscriptions actually and see who I'm subscribed to. Let me see who I am subscribed to so I can if I'm forgetting anyone. Let me see if I can give you a 5th YouTube channel. Germa, Polosaurus Rex, Doug, Pyrocynical, and his like 2 channels, and a 5th one. I need to come up with a 5th one. Okay, he doesn't upload much, but whenever he does, I always watch it. He uploads like 3 times a year, but I watch it every time he uploads. It's a guy, he just used his full name as his YouTube name. It's a guy called Noah Caldwell Javias, no idea how to pronounce his surname. But he just makes really long fucking video essays on whatever games, just certain games. So his most recent one was 5 months ago, where he made a video comparing Bloodborne, Sekiro, and Elden Ring, and that's like almost 5 hours long. And before that, it was a 5-hour video of him talking about the Dark Souls trilogy, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. And yeah, he also made like a 7.5-hour long video, you know, looking through all of the Resident Evil games, every single one of them, and talking about them. And yeah, he does shit like that. He's done the same with like Gears of War, Fallout, Dying Light, Outlast. I think Amnesia is probably in there somewhere. Yeah, Outlast 1 and 2. He doesn't do much. Yeah, he's even done a video on like Doom 3 and stuff, Fallout 4. They're very interesting. And like I said, he barely uploads, so when he does, I watch them because I find it interesting. I really like it. So yeah, that's my 5th channel. So Polosaurus, in no order by the way, Polosaurus Rex, Pyrocynical, Doug, Germa 985, and then Noah Caldwell Javias. And I had to look at it because I don't remember. But yeah, I gave you 5 channels this time. Are you extroverted or introverted? I'm still introverted. That's not changed. Obviously, it goes up and down how social I am. But right now, I'm slowly climbing up. You know, from down to up. But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Let me actually write a chart. Actually, so I'm gonna write like a line graph and how social I've been over the past 2 years since I made the last one. 2020, the end of 2020 to the end of 2022. So at the time of making that video, I'd say it was quite high, and then it continued, and then it dropped down heavily, and then slowly went back up, and then really, you know, picked up, and then back to fucking almost square 0 even, and now it's been slowly kind of climbing up again. That's the chart. Fucking hell, you can't see it because of the light. Can you see that? Can you zoom into that, David? Can you zoom into that? Let me turn the light off. What makes you unique? I don't think there's nothing unique about me at all, other than maybe my personality is probably a bit different than everyone else's, maybe what I want to do. But I'd say my like short films and stuff are the only unique thing about me. Because they're quite, I mean, I take inspirations from other films and bits of media and stuff. They're not all original, but I don't know, that's probably the most unique thing about me. Unless if it's just in general instead of YouTube. What makes me unique? I don't know, I'm trying to sort my hair out again. This was another stupid question. How much do you wank? It's the same as 2 years ago. If you really want to know that badly. Are you religious? No, I'm not. that moves on to the next question. How much do you wank? Averagely, once a day, or once every 2 days. But for some reason, like every now and then, I just get like these like, well, not urges, but like not urges, where I just don't masturbate for like a week or something because I'm just not in the mood. That is a really personal question. I just straight up answered that truthfully. Okay. Do I hope to have children one day? Maybe one day, yeah. Back then I was really like keen on having one and being really invested in having a fucking kid. But now it's like I can live without one, you know. Financially, like right now, no. Not for the next like 10 years probably. I don't want a kid. Maybe when I hit my 30s, maybe. But then again, next year I might have a different view. But I can live without having a kid. I don't really want one. What is your favorite TV show? Back then it was Breaking Bad. Now it's Better Call Saul. I fucking love Better Call Saul. I keep fucking around in my head. Better Call Saul, which is a prequel to Breaking Bad. And 2 years ago, my favorite show was Breaking Bad. So kind of a cool correlation there. But yeah, I like the cinematography, I like the music, I like the montages, I like the editing, I like the action. Pacing in the first 2 seasons, arguably the third season too, can sometimes make you a bit bored. But honestly, it's not like pointless scenes. It adds, but to the story and stuff. But yeah, no. Some of the pacing will make you fucking bored of the show in the early seasons. But holy fuck, season 5 is incredible, and season 6 is also really good. It has a few like not as good episodes. Season 6 has the best episodes in the show, but season 5 is consistently amazing. What is your favorite film? My favorite film, it's kind of a hard one. Let me go on my letterbox and have a look. Back then it was Taxi Driver, which is a very incel answer, and kind of an NPC answer. But I don't know, it's very sentimental to me, Taxi Driver. I really like that film. I like Inside by Bo Burnham. I don't think it's my favorite, but it's one of my favorites just because of how different it is. It's not funny. I don't think there's like a single thing that's funny in that fucking thing. But I do like the cinematography and the color, like lighting and color grading and stuff, and the acting's pretty good as well. And the fact that every single aspect of the film was done by one dude, and the whole thing is done in the single bedroom. It's so creative, and that's why I really like that film. But that film, the whole point of that film is to be, it's the genre has it labeled as a comedy. Yeah, genre, drama, comedy. It's labeled as a comedy, and as a comedy, it doesn't do it for me. But in terms of everything else, it's really good. Recently, I watched the Evil Dead reboot. That's up there. I really like that. That's one of my favorite films now. But yeah, Taxi Driver's also up there, and a really NPC answer that probably everyone's probably had this as their favorite film at this point. But I do like Fight Club as well. But that's kind of everyone's had that at one point. So Bo Burnham, Inside, Taxi Driver, I guess, as incel as that sounds, and the Evil Dead reboot. I watched that recently, so that's probably why I have that still in my head, but that is still a really good film. I really like Evil Dead reboot. 2013, I believe. I recommend that. Out of all the films, I recommend the Evil Dead reboot, especially if you're a horror fan. And if you're an incel, Taxi Driver is pretty good. Who's your favorite actor? It's hard because I don't really have a favorite actor. But in terms of favorite performances and stuff, and like multiple favorite performances played by the same actor, maybe like Cillian Murphy might be. He's up there. He's one of my favorite actors. I really like Cillian Murphy and him in quite a lot of films. I like Jake Gyllenhaal as well. If that's how you pronounce his name, Jake Gyllenhaal. I think it's a. Oh god, I've been recording for 40 minutes. But yeah, I like Jake Gyllenhaal. I think Jake Gyllenhaal's a pretty good actor, but I think Cillian Murphy's probably my favorite. Do you have any unpopular opinions? I don't know if any of my opinions are unpopular. Back then, I said that Kylo Ren is my favorite Star Wars character. I think he still is, other than like Babu Frick, as you can see up there. Yeah, Babu Frick is my favorite Star Wars character. I think. Oh, I do know an unpopular opinion I have. I enjoy Dark Souls 2. It's definitely the worst in the trilogy, and it's still objectively a pretty mid game. But I don't know why, but I have fun on that game. I like that game. Probably because I like the formula, I like the format of a Souls game, which is what it is, and that's why I enjoy it. But I enjoy Dark Souls 2, and I'll defend that. What is your favorite animal? Otters, rats, Same as before. Rotters? Penguins. I like penguins. What's your height? I don't know. I was chatting so much shit in the last 2 years ago. I don't know why, but I said I was like 5'10", 5'11". I don't think I understood I don't think I knew what height I was. I think I was guessing. I'm like 5'8", or 5'9". I'm one of those two. But I'm not 5'10". I'm not 5'11". Are you a good artist? Let me draw something. And we'll see. The answer is no. Do you have any pets? I have 2 dogs, and whatever the hell else I mentioned in the last one, they're probably dead. They are dead. They're dead. But I still have the 2 dogs. They're still alive. How has lockdown affected you? That's kind of cool hearing that question now, because it was so long ago, but hearing that now, it's like, wow, that actually happened. All of us having to stay indoors doing fuck all, not like illegal to step outside. And seeing other people, that happened. That's weird. That's fucking weird. I said it in the last one, but I'll say it now with a quick summary. It didn't affect me too bad. At that point, before the lockdown happened, I was like in college on my own with like no fucking friends, spending every day just sat in a fucking corridor on my own, or in class on my own, or walking home in the dark in the cold. And it taking 2 hours to get home with the bus being late all the time, sitting in the cold. It was not a good time for me. So having lockdown happen and just staying home, not having to deal with any of that, was really therapeutic, and I really liked that. Just being able to play games and still do my work on my phone in my own pace. It was nice, and yeah, I liked it. But then the second lockdown happened, and I didn't like it as much because my social life improved a bit more. And if we were to go into a lockdown now, that would probably fuck me up. Actually, would it? Not really. Not really, to be honest. Not as much. Again, I wouldn't be like fucking like suicidal over it, but like, I would be a bit more productive on here because there's shit I need to do. But yeah, no. What is your favorite war crime, and have you committed any? Do you have a job? Yeah, I do. A full-time job as a kitchen assistant. I help cook the food, I wash the dishes, I plate the food, even sometimes help take the food out, do a lot of cleaning, paperwork stuff. It's cool, it's fun, I like it. Yeah, 2 years ago I worked in the cinema on furlough because of lockdown stuff, which is funny. But yeah, now, with lockdown gone, no lockdown, unlike 2 years ago in that video, I actually work instead of, getting paid furlough or whatever. So yeah, work in the kitchen. Do you still have your childhood teddy bear? I do. I had him since I was born. He's still alive. He's not being like ripped apart. I used to like chew on his fucking nose, as you can probably tell there. He has like a hole in his neck. I think I just kept clawing out the stuffing. But yeah, no, he's still alive and going, and he's kicking. So, give a fun fact about yourself. You really have a fun fact, other than maybe the fact that I can flip a knife. I mentioned it in the last one, and I even did it in the Minded video of me flipping a knife. I don't do it like often or at all, but oh, there it is, knife. But I think I can still do it. Let me try and do it. So yeah, it's a real blade, really pointy end. So I'm not as good as I used to be because I did it all the fucking time. I think lockdown had something to do with that, or maybe I was just fucking like psychotic or some shit. But yeah, I can still flip a knife. there's only so many times I can do it and it looked cool, but yeah. Cool fact, fun fact, I can flip a knife. Favorite video game, it's still The Evil Within. I played a lot of video games recently, and in the future, at some point, over the next month, I do want to make a video of me talking about video games I've played this year. I want to talk about all the games I played this year, not games that have come out this year, but the games I've just played this year. What I liked about them, what I didn't like about them, will I recommend them, stuff like that. I can't wait for that video, or to make that video, but yeah. Favorite fictional character, at one point it was Kidman from Evil Revenge, because I thought she was hot as fuck, and I just wanted to fuck pixels on the fucking screen. You know what, that's probably fucking not something I want in the video, cut that out I guess. Favorite fictional character is Saul Goodman, because, I don't know, I watched Better Call Saul, I was like, wow, he's pretty cool. He's really really deep character. Wow, what a journey. Basic shit, but yeah. What games are you thinking of playing next? So Sekiro, that went on a deal recently, so I copped that. I'm gonna play it at some point. Right now I'm playing through Doom Eternal on the Xbox, the old Xbox. I'll get a new one soon. Whenever the fuck I feel like I don't need the new Xbox right now. I'm happy with that. When that breaks, I'll probably get the new one. But yeah, I'm playing through Doom Eternal at the minute. I think that's fun as fuck. I do like that game. Again, I'll talk more about it in that video. I was on about. But yeah, Sekiro is a game I want to play. I'm interested in that new Sonic game, Sonic Frontiers. That was on a deal, so I bought that. See how it is, because I've heard that it's good. And I've heard that it's like a bit like Dark Souls, I've heard, so I just felt like trying that out. But if you're on about games that are coming out, then the Dead Space reboot, I want to play that. That looks interesting. Resident Evil 4 is a game I want to play. You know, the remake that's coming out. Jedi Survivor, I want to play that as well. And there's another game that's coming out at the same time as Jedi Survivor, but I forgot what it's called, so I'm gonna look it up. The Dead Space reboot. I'm not interested in any of these, man. These look shit. Yeah, Jedi Survivor. Definitely want to get that and play for that. Resident Evil 4. That comes out around that comes out a week after Jedi Survivor. So yeah, I'll be playing those two games as well as the Dead Space reboot as well, because that looks very interesting. And what other games are coming out next year? There's not that many. The Outer Worlds 2, never played the first one, have no intentions on playing it. Oh yeah, the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I might actually get that and play for that. That looks very interesting. 2 years ago, I mentioned the new Outlast game, the Outlast Trials. Game is still not out yet, so I'll put that on that list. Outlast Trials is a game I want to play whenever the fuck that comes out. You're probably hearing my mouse. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, those are the 4 games I want to play. Alright. What video game ending made you sad the most? I probably said this last time, but The Walking Dead Season 1, Season 2, and Season 4, all 3 of those endings made me tear up a bit. That made me sad. Other than that, I can't really think of anything else. I think. Maybe it was a game that made me cry recently, but maybe it was a game instead of a film. Which answers that question, what made you last cry. Let me think of the games I played recently. Oh, right, yeah. I remembered now. It wasn't a film that made me cry, it was a game. And that game that made me cry, or not cry, but again, tear up a bit, just a tiny bit, was Bioshock. One of the Bioshock endings made me tear up a bit. In fact, it was a DLC. One of the Bioshock DLCs made me tear up. And I'm not going to go any more further than that because the guy who's editing this is playing through those games. So, but if you played through the games, you probably know what I'm on about anyway. But yeah, that was like, wow, wasn't expecting that. That was cool. That was really cool and really poetic, I guess. But yeah, when did the idea of starting a YouTube channel begin? Back in 2014, I made like 4 Crash Bandicoot videos. of literally just me recording my TV, like setting it up on like a fucking desk, looking up at the TV. It was like sat on a chair looking up at the TV, and I was playing it while like commentating it with like really shit quality, shit sound quality and shit, with like literally a black box TV, those old ones. It was one of those, and yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to play games. I don't know. That's when it began, and honestly, wouldn't be surprised if it was the Rad Brad that made me want to do that. Or maybe like, I don't know, I might watch like, I actually bash my desk. Wouldn't be surprised if I watched like fucking like Minecraft videos and I was like, I want to do that. And I'll watch like Stampy or something. I don't know. I don't remember who I watched back then other than the Rad Brad and maybe like Stampy or something. But yeah, no, that's when it began, 2014. And then I didn't do it because I didn't want to be seen as like, I knew I'd be embarrassed if people saw it, so I didn't do it until 2016, where I made this channel, and from then on I just stuck with it, and here I am. Do you feel like you're on the right path to achieving your goal, or has your channel gone in a different direction? It's definitely gone in a different direction. Even from 2 years ago, it's gone in a different direction. Now I'm more focused on making like films and stuff, with like, and I wouldn't mind making more talky videos like this. And I still want to play, I still want to record myself playing games, so like hours cut down into like, I'd say I make like a 2-hour long video of me playing a game. I want to cut that down to like 40 minutes and upload that. I still want to do stuff like that. And comparing all the content I want to make now compared to 7 years ago, it's like, oh, big change, big difference. Do you have a subscriber count goal for the next year? I guess 1,000 subscribers makes the most sense. And for Obscura Productions, 100 subscribers, I guess. Like I said, I don't really care about numbers anymore. It means absolutely nothing. But from a logical point of view, it's the most logical way to go about that is to round it up. So 1,000 is the next nicely rounded up number. And for Obscura Productions, it's 100, so yeah. Weapon of choice. No context to that question, just weapon of choice. I guess, like I said, a fucking knife, probably. I like revolvers as well, because they're cool. Knives and revolvers. But yeah, I don't have the context to that. What, am I gonna murder someone? A zombie apocalypse? What, just my favorite weapon in general? Because my favorite weapon would be a revolver. But like a weapon of choice, if I was in a fight, probably a knife or something, I don't know. There's no context to that, and that makes it kind of just funny, because I don't know how to answer that. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't know. Trying to fucking stay alive. Trying to make films or whatever the fuck, while probably working at a side job for money, and I don't know. Probably not gonna do uni. Maybe a film school of some kind, I don't know. Or maybe I'll start like an apprenticeship somewhere related to media and work my way up. I don't know. And the next question is, where do you see yourself in 10 years? Same answer, just trying to do what I just mentioned in 5 years from now, with just trying to be happy, I guess. But yeah, 2 questions left. So the second to last question is, do you think movies and songs have gotten worse or better over time, and why? I think my dog is outside my door. 2 years ago, I answered that question. I think I gave a pretty good answer, honestly. I think it stays the same. Movies and songs and anything made nowadays are good because we have better equipment to make those new things. So the recent stuff is good because we have better equipment. So that's why we have good stuff now. But in the older days, let's say making a film or a song, we didn't have that. We didn't have that equipment. So good movies and good songs made back then were really good because people had to get more creative, without the help of all this cool equipment, this new cool equipment we have now. So people back then had to be a bit more creative. But yeah, and it's also a bit harder to be original now, because time's gone by for so long, people have done so many things. That's why nowadays there's never really anything original, just more your own spin on things, I guess. Like, I don't know. You can't make a zombie film, that's not original, but maybe you can take a spin on it and have like a zombie film, but like this from a perspective of a lizard, and it's animated. I don't know, just shit like that, I guess. And the final question, do you have any goals for the next year or the years to come? I want to finish this fucking film, and then make the next film I want to do, and the one after that as well. Yeah. Planned ahead quite a bit of that. I want to work more on this channel, and make more videos for this, and I also want to update the Obscura Productions channel, and I want to improve the Obscura media, the whole thing, the whole Obscura stuff. I want to work on that and improve that and make it good, make it better. But yeah, I just want to get the films done and just make whatever the fuck I want to make. I guess reaching 1,000 subscribers would be a nice round number. But yeah, that's it. It's nothing else. So that's the whole list. Yeah, so I guess this is my 800th subscribers special. It's kind of interesting how I've gotten 400 over the course of 2 years, but it's taken me 5 years to get the first 400, but then only 2 years to get the next 400. I find that interesting. I think it's because one of my videos blew up a lot, and that's where most of that came from. But yeah, that's it. So time to do an outro, which I've never done. I mean, I've done it so many times, but same issue with the intro. I don't do it that often, so I always forget how to. Hope you enjoyed this resurrection of the channel, like the 6th resurrection. I hope you look forward to the future videos on this channel. I gotta learn how to use this fucking equipment. The original video from 2 years ago, that'll be in the description. And who knows, maybe in 2 years from now, I'll do another one of these answering the same fucking questions. That would be kind of funny. I might do that, I don't know. I mean, most of them is the same answer, but quite a few of it has changed. So it has been interesting, looking back on these. That's it. Outro, I don't fucking know. I can't think, my mind's gone blank. Fuck you. I don't know. I don't know what to do for an outro, so I'm just gonna flip a knife, and then David can cut it or some shit. I don't fucking know. So here's the knife. One more knife lit to end the video.